Excuse me. Oh, I'm very sorry. You do seem to be quite busy with trying to, I suppose, devour that nice person. But I'm really, really lost, and I could use help. Oh, well, I can see that you're not very polite. And I can understand that you're very busy, but I really do need to be on my way. Well, if you could just point out the nearest village, I'm sure that would be fine. Well, I mean, I have to inform the guard about what's going on. I don't suppose that's something that you could just overlook. Well, I kind of figured that would happen. Hmm. Well, I suppose we're at an impasse then. Why? Because I can't just let you sit there and harm this wonderful person. Well, I don't know that they're wonderful, but I suppose it would be true. You don't seem like a very nice person, and not nice people have a horrible habit of bothering people that really don't deserve it. Oh, maybe I deserve it? That could be true. You could be very right. But there's a lot of this crazy world that you don't know. And I find it best to stick with what you know. What don't you know? Well, for starters, I'm not actually here. I'm over there. I'm not over there either. I'm actually over here. Hey, buddy. I'm actually on top of you. Are you confused? I know. I'm so sorry. But I'm rather good at playing tricks. The best one I'm saving for last. Although, right now I'm giving you the opportunity not to see my best trick of all. So be a good little werewolf and leave. Now. That's a good boy. Go on. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. 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 Ah. Hello there, my gem. You are in a horrible state. Oh, don't worry. He won't be seeing you ever again. No. I'll just make certain he's lost forever. Yes, I can do that. But let's worry more about you, shall we? That's it. Try to sit up a little bit. Not too much. Let me support your neck. Hi. My name's Bramble. Oh, I'm a lot of things. And very few things. That's a confusing answer. I'm a confusing person. And I don't always mean to be, but it's for everyone's best interests. And you are my gem. Yes, you are, shining bright in the world so great that I can see it in the Feywild. Well, that's why I came here. Tell me, what made you pop up on my, senses? Oh, I can tell when magic's being used. Especially powerful magic. And you were like a lighthouse in a storm. It was hard not to notice you. I imagine you tried to take care of that werewolf back there, and not much luck. Well, that's understandable, my gem. Let's see. How about we start with your feet? Can you wiggle your toes? Oh, that's good. I know. I want to get to your eye in just a moment, but First, I want to make certain that everything else is functioning so I don't accidentally, zig when I should zag and do the wrong thing. Well, if my predictions are correct, you are very, very important. So important, I may have to do something about it, other than be nice to you. But let's worry about that if it comes to it. Okay, let's see. How about your fingers? Can you wiggle your fingers? Good. That's really good. Okay, we're going to go back down to your legs. Can you move your legs a bit? There you go. That's a good job. Well, I mean, they're very pretty legs. I do like to see them move. I'd hate to think that they were not functioning anymore after that ridiculous buffoon's attempt at, I don't know, banditry? Is that the word? I don't know what goes on in this realm. I'm a bit of a traveler. I go around helping people out in their own special way. I take what I need and I go. And you're just one lucky person in a long list of many. Why would I do that? Oh, there's lots of reasons. And few. Duality happens to be one of my fortes. Speaking of duality, how about your arms? Can you move both of them? Very good. Okay. I'm going to, with your permission, of course, feel up and down your rib cage. You took a nasty tumble, and I want to make certain you don't have a cracked rib. Okay? That means I'm going to be touching you. If that's all right. Okay? Thank you. No, just try to breathe normally, okay? And if something hurts, don't hesitate to say so. Heal you? Oh, well, I have to abide by particular rule sets, and sometimes those rules include me not being able to directly assist people. Well, I'm coming awful close to breaking a rule. But bending, it's fine. I find that rules are an awful lot like stalks of wheat. Well, wheat bends in the wind all the time. As long as nothing breaks, I don't see what the problem is. Anyway, let me have a better look at that eye now. Shh, don't move. Don't move. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Just hang on a bit while I get things taken care of, okay? No, that's pretty deep. I can repair some of it, but I don't think I could make it look like it used to. Well, we'll just have to see. Hold still. Hold still now. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Well, the bad news is that no amount of magic is going to fix your eye. On the bright side, you look very lovely. What? I can't appreciate something for what it is? All things considered, it's very aesthetically pleasing. I do hate how you received it, but at least it looks nice. Okay, I suppose I am a little bit self-serving in the terms of what I like versus what happened to you, and I can appreciate how you're feeling right now, but ultimately, I have to go with what I have. The world is as you present it. And a lot more sometimes, but you can work with that. It doesn't always have to be a hamstring. Now then, how exactly did this all go down? Well, you haven't really explained to me what exactly that werewolf wanted. I mean, lycanthropes aren't typically all that big on just taking anybody. Well, yes, for food, I suppose that's true, but this doesn't match the setup, and why would he go for your face? Well, all the ones I know will be happy to eat you alive, on a meatier part of you than your eye. Wild magic, huh? That makes a lot of sense, but it doesn't seem like it's as chaotic as it's supposed to be. How long have you been able to cast magic? If you don't mind my asking. Well, I think I've found everything that I need to find. The question is, what will I do with it? Well, suffice to say that I'm on a bit of a treasure hunt. And, well, how should I put this? I think you might be what I'm looking for. Well, who I'm looking for. Not exactly what. Or sometimes. Nothing at all. What did I? Why would I? Do I look like the kind of person that would go and hire someone to hurt you? I didn't do that. You know, I spent all that time and effort healing and comforting you, and this is the thanks that I get? I think that's a little bit out of line, don't you think so? The fact that you're even insinuating it is just... Oh, that just makes me so upset. I should leave right now. In fact, maybe I'll just blink my way out of here. No, I didn't. Yes, I'm looking for something. Look, I did not send the werewolf to attack you. That's just ridiculous. It's preposterous is what it is. I simply have no idea what you really are getting at. And, you know... Yes, I was sent here to find something. And I suppose it's very strangely convenient that you happen to be right where I showed up. That's not it. Okay, fine. So, when you were little, you must have been sick, or hurt, or something. Something must have happened to you. Something bad. And your parents probably were like most normal mortal parents. And they did anything they could to make you better. And that included something desperate. They asked a certain someone to retrieve an item that if you were ever fused with it, it would cure you of your predicament. I suppose cure might be the wrong word, but we're just going to go with that. Only the person who took those things for you to get better, they never actually got permission to do them. I didn't know, okay? I had no idea. But the important thing is that it can be fixed. Kind of. I don't know how to fix it, okay? But most of you... Yes, more than one. Okay? Most of you just carry it on you. It's something to take. It's not a big deal. You're healed. The problem is solved. It's a trinket from a bad memory of a past. Most people don't even want it anymore. I didn't think you'd be any different. I don't know what they did. But I didn't expect what I need from you. What I need from you isn't on your person. It's in your eye. Or rather, what's left of it. It was part of something larger. Look, I tried to do something good for you, okay? I didn't know you, and I didn't take these things because I wanted them for selfish reasons. I tried to do something good. I just tried to do something nice for someone. That's all I was doing. It's all anybody tries to do. It got me in trouble. I don't know. One of them is... It's pretty obvious, but I'm from the Feywild. And in the Feywild, there's a place for the deepest and darkest secrets. And in them, in those places, among all those secrets, there was one of these items. It doesn't... Someone tied to the deepest and darkest secrets of the Feywild and beyond really wanted something from that. And I don't remember which item was which. But they found out about me. And so now I've been desperately trying to find it. And the easiest way to do that is to just find them all. But I don't know. And like I said, the items, they were just supposed to be with the person. Like I said, a trinket from a bad memory. Something easily forgettable. You wouldn't miss it. I wasn't expecting to find it in your eye. I don't even know if it's still there or if it's just remnants of it. Or if that's the item I'm looking for. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I really am. I didn't send the werewolf after you. That was just a weird coincidence. But now things are going to get worse. Well, yeah. I come back without an item, even if it's not the one that they're looking for. And I'm going to be in big trouble. And if it is the item that I was supposed to bring back, they're probably not going to be happy about its current condition. Believe it or not, as much chaos that goes on in the Feywild, there are rules. Important ones. Ones that you have to follow. And if you don't, bad things will happen to you. But trust me when I say that I don't mean it lightly when I say bad things, okay? No, go. Get where you were heading. Find safety. Ugh, I'm screwed. So much for Bramble. I could blink all the times I want. These are not the kinds of people that are easily fooled by some illusion. Or by magic, or by any of it. For all the half-truths I say, they know every deep and dark nook and cranny of every bad thing I've ever done, and they know everything about me. But thankfully, they know very little about you, so you could get out of here. You could be safe. And maybe that means nothing, because people from this realm are full of that thing. When you try to do the right thing, there's a word for it. You have it. That integrity. Yes, that you have integrity. You have lots of integrity, because that's part of where you're from. I don't need to worry about integrity so much in the Feywild, because there's order. As weirdly chaotic as it is, it does have a set of rules, like I said. I don't know. What? Well, I suppose I could take you to the Feywild and we could try to find someone before they get to me in order to find you. But that would be doing nothing but put you at risk. I leave you here and nothing bad happens to you and everything bad happens to me. Repay me for what? For causing all of this in the first place? Yeah, okay. You might have died when you were little. But you might have lived. You might have had a nice long life without that thing in your head. And none of it would have been my fault. Some thief I turned out to be. You're dead set on this, aren't you? Alright, listen then. We go where I say. You do not interact with anyone without my say-so. And you do not use your abilities, or show anyone your eye. We'll get a bandage or a scarf or something. We'll cover it up. Because the moment somebody knows, we're gonna have to make them keep a secret. And then once it's a secret, they'll know. And it's only a matter of time. Come on. Come with me. I guess we're heading out into an adventure then. That's just what I need. Another moral dilemma. I find that rules are an awful lot like stalks of wheat. Walter! Oh, Walter.